Welcome back to the show. We are now joined by defensive lineman James Robinson and offensive lineman Will Thrun. Guys, thanks for joining us. James, how important was it for the Cardinals to get that shutout on the board against the Titans?
It was very important. Coach Ponks had told us that we needed to send a message that week and to the rest of the conference and to the rest of the nation. So it was big. It was very big.
What kind of message were you guys trying to send, that the Cardinals have the best defense in not only the conference but the nation?
Definitely. We were thinking about back to last year, and we wanted to be a very good defense this year again. So with that shutout, I don't think we got any last year. So this year we got one, and then two came at Wesleyan. So it was great.
And it just didn't seem like the motors were quitting on the defense. On the sidelines, even after Joey Michael's big return, you guys were saying, let's just go out there and do it again. Let's go out there and do it again. You guys didn't really want to quit in that game at all.
Yeah, that was the thing. We wanted to. We remembered what happened in 2009 because I was on that defense, and we had a lot of other guys like Josh McLeod, Valente, and Pete and Willie. We all played on that defense, so we wanted to keep sending a message to them.
Coach, how intense was this defense on Saturday?
Oh boy, they were fired up. They were flying around, and the excitement of the whole day was very obvious. Lots of good hard contact, but also they kept their heads about them. They played very, very smart. Almost every time we play in a huge game, we get a little too excited, and then all of a sudden we hit some guy right on the sidelines and they get a penalty, and it gives them momentum and so forth. Our guys were very, very disciplined, played extremely hard, fun to watch.
Will, what was the intensity like when you guys headed into Wesleyan, not only it being their homecoming, but sort of that, you guys had a little bit of a rivalry from 2 years ago when they beat you?
Well, I think it just left a bad taste in our mouth. I mean, we wanted to go back, get the win, but I think the biggest part was it was for a conference championship, and for our seniors, a loss would have resulted in 3 more games left in our season, and I don't think any of the seniors wanted that, and I think the underclassmen tried really helping us achieve our goal of winning.
I was talking to some of the guys after the game, and I think Wesleyan actually purposely scheduled you guys on their homecoming to try and send a message to the conference. Did you guys sort of take that to heart?
Yeah, we took that to heart, and I think that just fired us up even more, that they wanted to prove a point to the conference that they could beat us, and we came through with a win.
Before the game, the teams almost met at midfield after the captain's coin toss. Have you guys ever been a part of anything that intense?
No, and I don't think that was the plan, but when we went out to the hash line and they started coming out, and I think we just wanted to right away set a message and kind of tell them that we were there to play.
There may have been 11 Cardinals battling on the field this weekend, but there is one honorary Cardinal captain off the field who has been fighting strong all year with a little help from the Cardinal family. Red Zone reporter Ryan Jones has the story in this week's special Cardinal Corner.
"12-year-old Connor Boos may not be the fastest or strongest member of the Cardinal football team, and to say he's even 5 feet tall is a stretch. But Connor brings something to the program that's just as crucial as strength and speed: heart.
You can't help but be affected when you're around a child like that that's got such a spirit about him, a will to live, and he's a fighter.
When Connor was just 2 years old, doctors discovered a brain tumor that left him paralyzed from the neck down. And due to the location of the tumor, it was too risky to remove the whole thing.
We had to learn how to walk and crawl and everything all over again. But it's been a long way. We went from 3 hours a day of therapy, 5 days a week, to back to somewhat normal.
Tight end Alex Hahn heard about the not-for-profit organization Friends of Jacqueline, which connects children with pediatric brain tumors with high school and college sports teams. Through his initiative, Connor and the Cardinals became a match.
It kind of brings you down to earth and lets you know that, that there is something bigger than us, and this process is bigger than us.
Connor was shy around the team at first, but now he's just one of the guys. Even though he's homeschooled, thanks to the Cardinal football team, he now has a tight-knit group of friends.
I'm not really at school with other kids, so I'm around them, hanging out, having fun. I've had them turn to my friends.
Sometimes he big times us, which is kind of funny. He says, hey, no, I'm kind of busy. I can't talk with you guys right now. I got other things going on. So it's kind of funny.
Connor still struggles with seizures and has been in the hospital since becoming part of the team, but his future is bright. His dad says Connor strives to be the best he can be every day.
And see how much he fights for stuff, just the little things. And it kind of gives you a perspective on kind of what's really important, because he's my hero.
The Cardinals will continue to compete for a national championship, and you can bet Connor will be right there on the sideline.
Will, how has it been for the team having Connor around this year?
Oh, it's been a great experience for everybody. I think that he really brings a lot to the team, on and off the field. When he's been to our practices and cheering us on the sidelines, and even off the field, we talk to him off the field. He's a big Xbox player, so I know we play Xbox with him all the time, and he's fun to be around.
Coach, is it a little special having somebody like Connor around to sort of let the guys remember that it is just a game out there?
The players themselves have taken this whole project on, and they're doing a great job with it. And I don't even hardly get to see Connor at all. They're taking the ball and they're running with it, and they're doing a great job. So we're really happy to see him enjoying this, and Connor also enjoying it, and hope that it continues for many years.
James, the team is facing a tough Elmhurst team this weekend, who leads the CCIW in not scoring offense, but total offensive yards per game. #1 defense in the league going up against the #1 offense. Is this the kind of battles you guys hope for?
Yeah, it's when you have a good offense like that, it's fun for defense to go out there and try to play against them and try to shut them down. So I actually know some of the guys on the team, so it's going to be a little fun matchup this week.
Is it always interesting whenever you know somebody on the opposing team, sort of butting heads with friends?
It just adds something to it, because I went to school with the quarterback there, so it just adds a little extra fuel to playing out there against each other. It's competitive.
So you're probably hoping to get your hands on them and run them down to the ground, say hello.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm looking towards to, because the last 2 years I've played them, I haven't been able to get a hand on them. So this year should be the year.
Well, you mentioned this week that the Cardinals wanted to send a message saying they were the best. Is it teams like this you have to beat the best to be the best?
Yeah, you gotta be able to get them out of the way, and that's what we're looking to do this week.
Well, the Blue Jays may be getting more yards per game than the Cardinals, but the Cardinals have found the end zone a little bit more. What's been working well this season to be the #1 scoring team in the conference?
I think just coming together as one group. I know our outside guys, the receivers, and they've all been working together, getting their blocks down. The offensive line has been getting their blocks down. We have a great group of running backs in the backfield, and our quarterback situation has been working out, and Tyler's been doing a great job making reads and making passes.
You see the defense never quitting till the whistle, but the offense is really the same way. You guys have had some amazing downfield blocks this year to help spring some long touchdowns.
Yeah, and I think downfield blocks are really fun, especially for linemen, because you get a chance to go downfield and hit someone a lot smaller than a regular defensive line.
How's the progression of Tyler Dicken been at quarterback these past few games?
He's a freshman. I think he's had some freshman problems going on, but I think that's expected. But he's been doing a great job. I think our offensive line is starting to trust him a little more, and I think that he's going to be a great quarterback in the future.
Have some of the older guys on this offensive unit, been helping him progress along the way?
I think we've all been trying to help him out, especially in practice, been giving him the compliments he needs, been trying to push him when he needs to be pushed, and just kind of helping him along in the transition becoming a varsity quarterback.
Coach, how has Tyler become more of a leader since his transition to quarterback?
Well, you got to make plays at quarterback, or they don't, it's hard for people to trust you.
Right.
And he's starting to make more and more plays all the time, and he's a confident young guy, and I don't think he's outspoken at all, so that makes it easier for the seniors to, buy into what he's doing. But he's going to have to continue to grow in that whole leadership thing as you become a quarterback, and so it'll be fun to see how it goes.
James, there's a number of leaders on this defensive unit, a unit that leads the league in turnover margin. How are you guys able to get after the ball so well?
Well, we got a great group of senior guys, and we got a great group of younger guys too. And we just want to all win for each other, and play well for each other. So we just go out there and go hard every play. We know that the other guys got our back, so we just go out there and just do what we do best. Coach mentioned earlier about Joey Michaels hurdling a guy on his way to the end zone. How fun is it when the team gets a pick six? That was great. That was one of the first times I've been on the field for a touchdown return. So it was great to see Joey. I was right there when he leaped over the guy, and I tried to get my little block in, so it was great. You had your workout cut out for you. That was a long return. Yeah. Coach, Will, James, thanks so much for stopping by.
Coming up next, we have Clark Tusher stopping by to share his expertise on all things North Central athletics. Don't go away.